Alrighty, everybody, what is going on? And welcome back to another XFL Game Day matchup. This week we got a Week 1 matchup, Season 12. The Jacksonville Jaguars are taking on the Houston Texans. Justin, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Not too bad. Excited for a little XFL football opening week. You know, we've had a bunch of games in the books. Everyone's excited, you know. What more can you ask for, right?
Absolutely. It's been a great Week 1 so far. It's kind of been upset weekend already. We had a lot of close calls and a few actual upsets that took place. So interesting to see some new faces getting the W's early on.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and kind of get right into this matchup we got featured today. We got a little AFC South showdown, a little division matchup kicking off Week 1. Both of these teams very good last season. I think the Jags made the playoffs and lost in a heartbreaker. And Boone obviously missed the playoffs. Defense was terrible. Couldn't take care of his quarterback and missed the playoffs again. But what do you expect from this matchup tonight?
Well, I mean, the one thing that I'm interested to see is obviously this is going to be kind of similar to how the Super Bowl was. It's strength versus strength. The Jaguars have that excellent defense and obviously an even better secondary. And then obviously Boone likes to sling it around. So it'll be interesting to see how the two sides match up, especially on that deep ball that he likes to throw.
Speaking of Coach Boone liking to sling it around, let's go ahead and break down his first round pick in the draft this year. We all know he was starting David Fales last season. He had a pretty good year, but Boone went out in the first round, the 16th overall pick, and this is actually a player to watch for this matchup, and took Hudson Fowler, the 6'6" quarterback out of Georgia. He was one of the 5 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this draft, and I think he's got a pretty good one here. What's your take on Hudson Fowler?
Well, you know, I think obviously if you take a look at the overall stats, his throw power is maybe not as high as some of the other guys like we had Alan Navarre and Chance Saleh or Sala or however the hell you pronounce his name. But, you know, 88 overall is still good. It's still going to get the job done. And I think, you know, he was throwing the ball well with David Fales last year, who had something in the low to mid 80s on throw power. So I think that's, you know, it's an upgrade there. But if you look at everything else, I mean, short accuracy of 87, that's incredible for a rookie coming straight out of college.
Yo, absolutely. He's got the size. He's a prototypical franchise quarterback. Many people thought he'd be the first quarterback taken early on in the XFL season, and he kind of just fell down draft boards. But I think Boone got a pretty good one here. He's got the quick development, and it always helps when you come to a team with DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller. You're just loaded at that you got Lamar Miller in the backfield along with the rookie they just drafted. It definitely helps a rookie kind of build that confidence when you have veteran receivers that are just the most talented in the XFL.
Totally agree.
All righty, well, I think we are ready to get down the field here, so let's go ahead real quick and make our predictions. Justin, you go ahead and go first.
So I think it's going to be, you know, a close game, actually. I think, all in all, I think Jacksonville probably pulls it out. But I do think it's going to be, you know, Jacksonville's going to have to score. And obviously they like to play a lot of defense, but they're going to have to run the ball effectively. He's got Fournette back. I'm going to say Jacksonville by 3.
All right, I'm going to agree with you there. Fournette was beat up last year, so as long as he can stay healthy, I see Jacksonville controlling this game. Boone will score. He's going to get his points. If Dan can kind of keep up and kind of maintain the pace of the game, I think Jacksonville's going to come away with a 34-28 win. A little high-scoring Week 1 matchup. Both the defenses a little rusty. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take it down the field and kind of get rocking here. Alrighty, let's a little delay, changes the lineups around. Alrighty, looks like we've had the kickoff, a big return all the way to the 40-yard line. We did miss the kickoff, but that is okay. Houston Texans football, Hudson Fowler, first drive, Coming out shotgun, Deontay Foreman in the backfield with him. 2 receivers left. Hopkins to the right. He's going to take the snap. It's going to be Foreman up the middle, and he is absolutely crushed with these ugly Jacksonville Jaguar jerseys.
So we got a little feedback on this channel.
Alrighty, let's go ahead. Second play of the ball game, 2nd and 11. We got Foreman in the backfield, 3 tight end set. You don't see Boone with a lot of 3 tight end sets, Justin.
No, you really don't. And obviously, typically he likes to go 3 or 4 wide. So interesting that he's coming out in this type of set.
Oh, no. Fowler's first pass of his XCFL career is an interception. So last year's first round pick for the Jags, Casey Boyce, the 6'4 safety. That is not what Coach Boone was hoping for.
No, not at all. And the crazy thing is that, really that's a bad read, obviously. I don't really know where he was trying to go with that, but he threw it right at him.
Yeah, the one wide receiver, I think he was trying to trick him with the run play. Well, here we go. Jacksonville's first possession. Fournette up the middle. He is stuffed. This Texans front 7 is very talented, led by Barry Roper, the second-year middle linebacker. They could do some damage. Clowney, J.J. Watt, all sorts of talent up here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know that they're necessarily led by Barry Roper because I'm going to say that there's a $100 million defensive end on that side of the ball.
Accurate.
I will say this, though. J.J. Watt, even if he doesn't affect the play physically, he is, through other people having to block him.
Absolutely. Josh Dobbs completes the Fournette for a big gain there. First down, 12-yard pass and catch on the play. Gosh, I can't – every time Jacksonville comes on at XCFL game day, they really like these gold pants.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Truthfully, I don't think that Jacksonville has an attractive uniform combination, so it really doesn't matter what they wear. But these are pretty ugly.
Coach is colorblind. All right, we got strong eye left. It's going to be a handoff to Fournette up the middle. It's J.J. Watt making a play. It is worth noting J.J. Watt was moved to D tackle to start the year, get some more pass rushers on the field. So this defensive line is pretty dangerous.
Absolutely. The one thing that I was going to point out about your previous conversation about the coach being colorblind, the pants are also, you mentioned they're gold. They're the same color as Wild Turkey, which is also the coach's favorite drink.
All right, I'm going to refresh my stream real quick here. I think we're a little bit behind.
So it looks like Fournette's going to go right side on a dive play, actually. Picks up a few yards. 3rd and 4 for Jacksonville, just outside of the red zone.
Jacksonville's driving. I'm liking this possession. They're sticking what they know, running the ball for net. But that interception in the short field never does any defense any favors.
Absolutely. And there's Fournette with a beautiful broken tackle, actually 2 broken tackles. He's going to get 6 or 7 before the play's whistled, dead for forward progress. 1st and 10 inside the red zone now. So they're moving right down the field after that turnover. So capitalizing on turnovers are going to be key here. Obviously, we talked about this could be a high-scoring game.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. I formation. Dobbs is going to drop back. He's going to roll right, and he's going to toss it right to Marshawn Lattimore, and Lattimore should be gone to the house unless Fournette can catch him. Nope, Lattimore's gone. The third-year cornerback. He was acquired in that trade for Deshaun Watson from New Orleans, and that is a touchdown. Houston Texans. It's an ugly start for both teams.
Yeah, it's not the way that you want to start, especially, you have 3 points guaranteed there, essentially. Obviously nothing's guaranteed. You could always block it or miss it. But let's be real, with how many users we have missing field goals, that's pretty much a guaranteed 3 points.
Oh, yeah, that's big for Houston. Struggled on their first offensive drive. The defense picks them up, and let's see if Jacksonville can kind of get back on track here and put some points on the board. We got the kickoff. Number 5 back to receive. He's going to take it straight up the gut, get a couple of blocks, break a couple of tackles, and bounce around a little bit. He'll be down to the 31-yard line. Pretty decent return there.
Yeah, and again, like we talked about the last time, actually, it was during the Super Bowl, I believe, is you're seeing a lot of better returns in the XCFL recently because I think people are kind of being more patient following their blocks. That's obviously we see a lot of really good runners and they're starting to apply those same tactics.
Yes, sir. Dobbs drops back. He's got a man across the middle. Ooh, big play, big pitch and catch there, Josh Dobbs. A beautiful throw, facing pressure. Gotta love it from the third-year quarterback.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, that honestly right there was a coverage beater. He ran a nickel blitz 2, which is obviously a cover 2 zone. And just really that post, it's almost unbeatable when you go up against the cover 2.
Yeah, that's Jakeem Grant with that big play there. A big run there for Leonard Fournette, breaking a few tackles, keeping his balance, and running for a first down. Fournette is a bowling ball with the football in his hands.
He really is. And not only that, but I mean, obviously – The one thing that stood out to me on that play was the blocking really held up. I mean, he had to delay because of that truck stick and still was able to get through a hole.
And there it is, Shaq Barrett with the quick stop there. Fournette still falls forward for 2. I think that's going to be the key. Fournette always falls forward. You're rarely going to see him have a negative rush.
Yeah, Fournette, as you said before, I mean, he's such a low center of gravity. I mean, the guy was a stud at LSU, and he's still doing it today.
Toss to the right. Fournette breaks 1, breaks 2, gets some blocks downfield. The quick juke. Oh, he juked right back into the linebackers coming after him. But nonetheless, first down Jacksonville.
Yeah, and again, I mean, just broken tackles left and right. So on one hand, it's Fournette doing a great job breaking the tackles. On the other hand, the Texans have got to get their bigger boys on the field to stop him.
Jeremy Langford comes in, and he's going to get a counterplay, and he is going to score. The backup running back comes in and spells Fournette while he's tired, and Langford will take it to the house.
I was going to say, that's a patient run there by Coach Bobby there. I don't know. It was interesting because it was not really what I would have played defensively there on dropping back into a zone. I don't know if maybe Boone thought that there was going to be a play action or what, but obviously Langford comes in with fresh legs and takes advantage.
That was noted by the Jacksonville coach that they brought in Langford in free agency to be that guy behind Fournette to, spell him, come in, give him some talent off the bench. And we know how banged up Fournette's been. So, I mean, this is a huge signing for them, and it's proven to be a really solid signing right off the bat. All right, look at that right there. Total yards. Houston, -1 yards. All right, let's go. We got 3 wide. Fuller to the right. Hopkins to the left. Fowler drops back. He's going to throw it to the flats. And it's Chance Sanders with the catch. And he is going to be down for a gain of 7. But that is the first completed pass of Hudson Fowler's career.
Well, technically, he completed the other one. He just threw it to the wrong jersey.
Accurate, very accurate. We got single back Foreman in the backfield, 2 receivers right, tight end to the left. D-line shifts. Hopkins comes in motion. Fowler drops back. He's going to hit Fedorowicz, and he is going to get a huge gain down to the Jacksonville 44-yard line. This Houston Texans offense is rolling.
Yeah, and Fedorowicz is honestly a matchup nightmare. He's not quite the same level of somebody like a Gronkowski. But obviously, he's that big tight end that acts like a wide receiver is what I was trying to say. Just a matchup nightmare against linebackers.
Here we go. Strong eye. Handoffs to Foreman. He'll break 1. He'll fall forward there for a gain of about 3 yards. Interesting, though. Boone coming out, keeping the Jacksonville defense honest with the run. It's good to see that.
Yeah, and I think he's going to need to do that. More importantly, I think is to keep his defense off the field. A lot of times he's too quickly back off the field, even after he scores a touchdown, and his defense is gassed.
Drops back. He's going to find Fuller across the middle. Fuller jukes. Ooh, he is absolutely laid out. But first down, Houston.
Yeah, that was a great play call there. The drag route. You see a lot of drags against these pass-heavy zones. I mean, obviously, if you look at that play call, that was a pass protection all day long from the Jags defense.
Oh, yeah. Shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Foreman. He's going to fall forward. Gain of 4 or 5 yards on the play. Foreman getting involved early. So while we got with the quarter break here, what do you think? How is Hudson Fowler recovered after throwing that early interception here?
I think he's looked great, obviously. I mean, really, accuracy wasn't the problem on the first throw. It was just a bad read. He's obviously got the ability. His deep ball is obviously a little bit low according to his stats, but I haven't really seen anything that leads me to believe he can't have a successful year.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to see the rookie halfback, Tracy Richards, come into the game. This is the little speedster that the Texans went and snagged in the draft. He'll be a nice compliment to the big body Dante Foreman, 230-pound running back. And Richards going to get it. Oh, he's going to get stuffed right at the gut. Gain of 1 yard.
Yeah, and again, though, he did, he's falling forward on that. You see, well, maybe sideways on that, but still, he's not getting blown up in the backfield. So that's important to just constantly get positive yardage.
Yes, sir. As long as you're moving forward, it's a big third down here. Houston needs a convert here. You got two receivers to the left, two backs in the backfield, Lamar Miller and Dante Foreman. Fowler drops back. Pass rush is coming, and he is taken down by Ngakugwe, the defensive end, number 9. I like it.
I'm going to need you to say that 5 times fast.
But nonetheless, this is a lot of what we saw last year. That Houston Texans, this is a revamped offensive line, and it doesn't look that great. Trouble in paradise. We have a blocked kick.
Yeah, and that's very rare to see the block, obviously. Luckily for the Texans, Fedorowicz did go ahead and fall on it because there's obviously nobody back there. That could have been trouble.
I'm going to go ahead and blame that one on David Fales, the holder there. Terrible job there. Moving on, here we go. Play action, Dobbs is going to roll out to the right. And he's going to throw it downfield, and it is Allen Robinson, my high school teammate, making a huge catch deep down the field to the 19-yard line.
And I wanted to point out, it's funny on that previous play that you called out David Fales. And, last year he turned the ball over, I believe, 35 times, something like that. So, getting started, even as the backup quarterback and kick holder, he's still finding ways to turn it over.
We got motion from Allen Hurns. Looks like a counterplay. Fournette busted outside, and he's got a one-on-one matchup, and he is going to truck his way into the end zone. 19-yard touchdown run. Leonard Fournette picking right up where he left off last season for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Great call there on the counterplay. That was actually, there was nobody on that weak side whatsoever. It looked like, Coach Boone sold out on the right side of the line, and obviously, just a great call by Dan there.
Oh yeah, just send the receiver in motion on the right side and run the opposite way. I love it. But it's a quick drive there for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we'll see what Hudson Fowler and this Houston Texans offense can do. Look for a couple downfield shots this next drive.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I would love to sit here and say, he can't get down too far because it's hard to climb back, but we've seen him do it before. I have to give him credit for throwing the ball accurately downfield.
All right, here comes the rookie quarterback. 6 minutes to go, ball on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10, 14-7, Jacksonville's lead. We got trips to the left. Foreman joins Fowler in the backfield. He's going to make a couple checks at the line here. And it is play action, screen pass. Will Fuller's got some space outside. He's going to get tackled. Gain of 9 yards on the play for Fuller. I like it. Earlier, 8 yards, but quick completions, catch and run, get some confidence in the quarterback.
Yeah, not only that, but again, we talked earlier, you have to put your quarterback, especially somebody like this that is obviously you're kind of feeling him out. So you have to put him in situations that he can be successful, and he's got that 87 short accuracy.
Not like this situation. It's going to be Casey Boyce with his 2nd interception of the game, and he's going to take this one to the house.
Yeah, and that's just a bad read. Honestly, that's his 2nd bad read of the game. I don't know if maybe it's a little bit rusty, but just didn't look right on that.
It looked like you tried to do a little too much, force one in there, and Boyce makes him pay. That's 2 picks early for Casey Boyce.
Yeah, and again, I mean, the Texans threw more than 2 interceptions a game, I believe, last year. So, I mean, this is kind of right on par with where they've been. They put up a ton of points, and they obviously are able to sling the ball all over, but that's what you risk when you throw the ball that much.
All right, so let's see if Fowler can get back on target here. Justin, quick question for you. Do you think we see David Fales tonight?
I don't. Honestly, I think no matter – because, again, it's not like these are Fowler's errors. This is just – it's what I do from time to time. It's a bad read on 2 separate possessions. So I don't think that, Fowler's to blame for this.
A little bit there, just to overthrow. You're going to get that from a rookie quarterback every now and again, but he had his Fedorowicz, the tight end, wide open downfield.
Yeah, and of course, as soon as I say that, he's going to make a liar out of me.
Absolutely. 2nd and 10 here on their own 25-yard lines. Just over 5 minutes to go before halftime. Houston needs to get down the field and score, especially because Jacksonville gets the ball at half.
I was just going to say, that was the big thing to me, is that Houston actually basically was able to hold serve by going up early because of the turnover by the Jaguars. But, now, again, down 14, you got to score here.
Oh, there we go. Foreman getting involved again. We got to run. 3rd and 1.
I like the play call, though. Little draw play that kind of obviously or I guess technically it was a dive, wasn't a draw, but still, a run right up the gut. It's really not the specialty of this Texans team, so it definitely keeps the defense honest.
Oh, yeah, we got I formation, 2 tight ends, Hopkins to the right, Foreman in the backfield. He's going to check at the line. Play clock's ticking down there, and it's going to be Foreman right up the gut. Oh, my goodness, stopped for a big loss, big play for that Jacksonville defense, and they are forcing a punt.
Yeah, that's a huge – the block shed on that, he just popped – he literally threw the center off of him and was in the backfield really within seconds of that snap. Great play.
So now it flips around here. If Jacksonville can get it, the 2-for-1 here, score before the half, and then get the ball back. Jakeem Grant on the return. He's going to take it to the 29-yard line. I'm going to go 71 yards here.
I like your basketball reference there, too, the little 2-for-1.
Oh, yeah. Halftime. Oh, yeah. All right, we're coming out. 3 tight end set. Allen Robinson's the lone receiver to the left. Fournette in the backfield. Quick snap. Fournette is going to get stopped. Gain of 1 yard on the play. I believe that's Atachu. We got some crazy names for these defensive linemen here.
Yeah, we really do. But honestly, it seems like that's the way almost all the way across the board. I do want to point out, though, that there's a player on this team I noticed named Great Britain, which is quite interesting from Madden.
I formation, 2 tight ends right. Fournette's going to get the ball. Jay actually going a little conservative here. I don't blame them. What do you think we're seeing on 3rd and 9?
I think obviously you put the ball in the air, but it's got to be something safe. After how many picks we've already seen, maybe a drag route, something that you can throw it underneath and let the receiver actually do the work.
Here we go. We got 2 receivers to the left, D.D. Westbrook, Allen Robinson, Hearns to the right, Fournette in the backfield. Dobbs drops back. He's going to just get it off. He's going to find Westbrook, who makes a man miss, and he's going to take the ball all the way down to the 38-yard line. Jacksonville is in business.
Yeah, and again, so they're going to make a liar out of me again. So I said play it safe and throw maybe a drag across the middle. He goes, screw it, double post. And I like it, though, because honestly, he finds the middle of the field, which is typically a weakness in some of these defenses. Big game.
Oh, boy. Fournette. Fournette almost had a touchdown, but he fumbles on the 1-yard line. Scooped up by the Texans, and they have the ball 23-yard line.
Unbelievable.
Are we going to see a challenge? I think he was. Oh, we are going to see a challenge.
Yeah, because I don't know. He didn't necessarily – it looked like he may have been on his back by the time that was down.
Yeah, it did seem a little late. I looked away from the screen and then looked back real quick, and it was saying fumble. So we'll see what
interesting fact here, too, is if you look at the screen now, you have Josh Dobbs' 80% completion percentage. So that's a hell of a first half so far.
And the fit is overturned. That's a huge call there. With Jacksonville has the ball on the 2-yard line now. Fournette saved by their officials.
Yeah, and again, so I think that's obviously a big challenge there by Jacksonville. And it's good that they got the challenge in, because here, now that we're inside 2 minutes, it would have been up to the officials to call that.
Oh yeah, here we go. Fournette in the backfield. He is going to turn. He's stopped for a big loss, the 4-yard loss on the play. But the clock is ticking. We are under 2 minutes here. Both teams have all their timeouts. Jacksonville up 14.
Yeah, I think you play it safe still. Keep it on the ground. Keep the clock moving. Honestly, if I'm Boone, I'm probably using my timeouts, because either way, you want to have some time on the clock to at least get down the field.
I'm right there with you. Oh man, Dobbs. I don't know what that was, but I think it bounced off a lineman's head or something, and that is incomplete. The clock stops. So pretty much, Justin, everything you've said has been wrong so far.
Yeah, so he actually put that right into J.J. Watt's ear hole. So I guess that's why you pay the man $100 million, though, because he even gets his dome in the way.
Well, here we go. 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. Clock stopped at 1:35. One receiver to the left is Allen Robinson. Turn, he's going to hand it, dive to Fournette. Oh, big stop there by the safety. And Boone will take a timeout, force Jacksonville to kick a field goal, and the Texans will have 1:30 to go to get downfield and score before the half.
Yeah, honestly, I think I would have started using the timeouts earlier, but now I guess it does pay off because he's got 2 timeouts left, got 1.5 minutes, so he'll probably have 1:20 or so once the kickoff's over.
Here we go. And this is going to be just like last possession. The Texans need to get down the field. They need to get some kind of points on the board and bring this a little closer before Jacksonville gets the ball in the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, I think, at minimum, you have to get back to a 2-possession ball game. So even a field goal here is a success in my mind.
But you're still always risking it. You're going to come out throwing it from your own 25. You're still risking a turnover.
Yeah,
and then
it could very easily be 31-7.
Yes. Couple checks to the line for Fowler. 2 receivers in the tight end of the right. Fowler drops back. Nice pocket for him. Uh-oh, it breaks down. He does find his man. It is Chance Sanders down just around midfield there. And we got to hurry up offense. 1:18 to go. Clock's ticking, 1st and 10.
Yeah, and the awesome thing there is that Hudson Fowler stood in the pocket and took it on the chin while he allowed that play to develop.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff. Dante Foreman's going to be down, tackled just on the other side of midfield. Clock is still running. 1 minute to go. 2 timeouts for the Texans.
And I believe, didn't Hudson Fowler go to Georgia?
He did go to Georgia.
Which is significantly better than Tennessee, who's the Jacksonville coach's favorite team.
Yes. Here we go. We got bunches on both sides. Fowler drops back. Couple drag routes. He's going to get it up. Oh, no. Oh, no. It is picked off, and this is not good for the Houston Texans. Oh, and Fowler cannot make a tackle. We have a touchdown. That is the second returned pick of the game for this Jacksonville defense.
More importantly, that's the first time I've been right.
Yeah, there you go. I'd just like to know, this Jacksonville secondary looks a lot like the Detroit Lions secondary from last year.
Except maybe better.
No chance. I am getting a note from the producers that David Fales will be entering the ball game before halftime here.
And it's interesting because David Fales actually has far worse attributes. So I'm not sure what that does.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't let your stud rookie first-round pick get hurt this game in a blowout.
That's also true. Who's the punter? Maybe he can come back.
All right, so 34 seconds. I don't even know what Houston should do here. They can't keep the ball out of these Jacksonville DB's hands.
No, it's probably a good idea to take a knee there. Honestly, I would probably keep the ball on the ground here. Just go in, lick your wounds, and try to come out and put up points in the second half. You're going to need your defense to do something too.
Bale's going to get going quick with a quick 10-yard gain of Will Fuller. I'd just like to note that it was Jalen Reeves, former Detroit Lion, that I traded away, who ran that last pick six back, but no big deal. Throwing to the fullback.
So it literally does look like the Lions of last year.
Big gain there to the fullback, down to the 44-yard line. Houston's got a shot to put some points on the board here, but maybe too many mistakes before the halftime here.
Yeah, I think obviously the big thing is, I know they have a shot to put points on the board here, but with 15 seconds left, they really have probably maybe 3 plays, but 2 to call it, to be conservative. So they're probably going to have to put it down to about the 30-yard line and take a shot.
Fails. Oh, there it is. 9 seconds to go. They're going to big pitch and catch there. I think that was DeAndre Hopkins. Let him to the inside. We'll take it.
Absolutely. And I don't know if he possession caught that or what, but Hopkins actually went down pretty quickly on his own. I think if he stays up, he actually has a chance to score if he breaks a tackle.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Boone's going to take one more shot here. We'll see what happens. Drops back. He's got a guy in the slot wide open. It is going to be Chance Sanders with a touchdown just before the half. Great throw. David Fales coming in, making his name known.
Yeah, and that's, it's interesting because obviously we just talked about it. Why bring in Fales when Fowler's attributes are just as good, if not better? But I guess we were wrong again.
Oh, yeah. I do want to correct you on one thing from last year. David Fales actually only threw 13 interceptions last year. He threw 35 touchdowns, 13 picks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, completed 65% of his passes. So he put together a pretty good season, just could not lead this Texans team to the playoffs.
Yeah, so I stand corrected. I thought for sure that he was much higher interceptions than that. Obviously, that's my dyslexia kicking in from 31 to 13.
It is all right. It is all right. It's not the first time you've been wrong, and it won't be the last.
I'm kind of like John Gruden. I'm never really right. I just cheer loud.
All right, Jacksonville's going to get the ball up 31-14. Big hit there on the kickoff, but Jacksonville starts the ball on their own 22-yard line. I think we're going to see a heavy dose of Leonard Fournette this half.
Yeah, and, honestly, the other thing that I would say, you're going to see a heavy dose of Leonard Fournette, but don't be surprised if you see some play-action shots downfield because this is not over yet with how David Fales obviously threw the ball in that last drive.
This AFC South, the coaches are pretty competitive with each other. Especially you got the Titans who are the reigning Super Bowl champs. These guys just don't like each other. So we might see this get kind of ugly. But Fournette's going to take the counter play, and he's going to get down gain of 11 yards on the play. Fournette running very well, 14 carries, 105 yards, and that touchdown.
And it looks like that was that counter again. So same one, just opposite side this time.
Yes, sir. It's been very successful against this aggressive Houston Texans pass or defense. All right, we got single back, 2 tight ends to the right. Fournette is the running back. It is going to be a dive play. Fournette's going to get stuck at the line. He's going to get a gain of 2 yards on the play?
Yeah, but again, always falling forward. I mean, he pushed, who was that? Clowney, it looks like? He pushed Clowney back 2 yards.
Oh, yeah. Same formation, 2 tight ends right. Receivers, Hearns and Robinson on each side. Fournette in the backfield. Dropping back. Oh, boy, it is batted down by J.J. Watt.
And there he is again. So even when he's not rushing the passer, he's making plays all over the field.
You are absolutely right. J.J. Watt dropping back into coverage. I like it. Here we go, 3rd and 8.
This is now a defensive tackle, by the way.
Yeah. We got 5 wide, no one in the backfield. Dobbs is by himself. Hearns, Westbrook, Santiago, Fournette split out wide, and Allen Robinson in the slot. Dobbs is going to find his tight end, Santiago, for what could be a first down. There it is.
Yeah, that was a close spot. Obviously, I'm an Ohio State fan, but that was a JT Barrett spot right there.
All right, we got some receivers to the left. Fournette in the backfield with Dobbs. And it is going to be Leonard Fournette up the gut. J.J. Watt brings him down. J.J. Watt is all.
Yeah, J.J. Watt is always all over the field. I mean, still positive yardage, it looks like, for Fournette, but Watt is just such a beast. His block shed ability to get off the block is just crazy good.
Here we go. Jakeem Grant in the slot. That's a 96 speed slot receiver there. We got a screenplay setting up. Fournette's going to get it. He is not going to break the tackle from Cunningham, and that is going to be 3rd and 7.
It's interesting that you know all of these stats for certain players. It's almost like you coached them at one point.
Jakeem Grant was a Detroit Lion for a little bit.
I know. That's why I said that.
Well, he did much better in Detroit. Oh, okay. Big 3rd down here, like most players do. 3rd and 7. Fournette in the backfield. Dobbs, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Dobbs drops back. He's going to find Fournette wide open in the flat. And, we got another close spot here, but I do think he picked it up.
I'm also going to need you to stop shamelessly plugging the Detroit Lions. This is a broadcast, not your online dating profile.
Oh, boy. Here we go. I don't know who the coach of the Detroit Lions is. All right, Fournette in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff, and he's going to shut off a tackle, and he's going to fall forward for what could be a gain of 1-2 yards on the play. Not 1 yard.
Again, though, not only falling forward, but he actually was stopped in the backfield, shed that tackle, and then took the second effort to get him down.
Always falling forward. It's huge in the XFL. All right, we got a loaded box here for the Texans. Play action, bound Allen Robinson.
Yeah, I'd say you have to.
And it's going to be Fournette. He's got one-on-one with Clowney. And Clowney, he stood him up for a sec, but he still falls forward for a gain of 2.
Yeah, but again, so that surprises me there because they're clearly looking at the coverage in a cover 1 scenario. You have to try to test that defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now you're coming out in 3rd and 6, and it's almost predictable what you're going to have to do here.
Absolutely.
All right, let's see what personnel they come out in. They got trips to the left. Allen Robinson's in the slot. Tight end he's in a stand-up wide receiver position. And Dobbs drops back, and he's going to find the tight end, and he gets hammered, but he holds on. Ball 25 yards, first down, Jacksonville.
Excellent ball security there by the tight end. I mean, he got lit up going across the middle. Actually, a great throw by Dobbs, but kind of dangerous because obviously you risk getting that ball pop free.
And here we go, I formation, back to Fournette. I'm thinking, play action. He's going to get it. Ooh, it's going to be an overthrow. Looking for that tight end again. But I do like it, getting a little aggressive here. Not the Texans were probably coming with a blitz, expecting the run to Fournette, and you got to go over the top.
Yeah, they went the Texans did, in fact, go aggressive, as you can see by the play illustration there. Great play call, just missed the receiver.
Yeah, Dobbs got a little excited. He saw that tight end wide open and thought he had a big play.
Well, not only that, but you got to think that, when the blitz is in your face, you have to get rid of it too quickly there.
Yep. Fournette going to gain a yard on the play there. 19 carries, 114 yards for Fournette so far with 2:40 to go in the third. Jacksonville up 31-14. We got another third down, 3rd and 9. So Jacksonville so far is kind of stuck to that, run, and then 3rd down, they're going to get a quick completion here, and it's going to be another first down.
Yeah, and, as much as I'd like to say, well, the play calling is a little bit predictable, which it is, it's still working for them.
Yep. And you have a lead. You can afford to play it a little safe. 3 tight ends on the field. He's going to take a shot to the end zone. It is batted down, and that is going to force a 4th down, and we are probably going to see the field goal.
Yeah, and I don't like that throw. The play call was there, but there was an underneath route that drag coming across from right to left that was wide open and could have literally walked to the first down.
I think that's a big win for the Houston Texans defense, holding them to a field goal there. Jacksonville drove all the way down the field, and to only come away with 3 points, they got to be a little disappointed, but we got a 20-point ball game.
Yeah, the good news, though, for Jacksonville is that you take it back to a 3-touchdown lead at this point. It kind of takes that ability to come down, kick a field goal, and make it a 2-possession game away.
Let's see. We know Boone's got an explosive offense, and David Fales has looked very good early on. He's probably a little pissed off they drafted this rookie after he had such a good season last year.
Yeah, I believe he was right up there in the MVP voting as well. So interesting that you draft somebody, and in fact, I think he even hit free agency and then was re-signed.
Yeah, he was to a much cheaper deal than it already was. I think it was a minimum contract, and no one else wanted him.
Which is not surprising.
Not at all. We got the 3 tight end set again. Hopkins split out to the left. Going to drop back. He's going to find that tight end Fedorowicz again, who's absolutely hammered, but it's a gain. Fales is a quick 5 for 5, 84 yards and a score.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just proven everybody wrong.
Oh, yeah. Even his head coach for going with a rookie. Okay, here we go. 2nd and 1. This is a good play to take a shot because you still got 3rd down to get your first down.
Yeah, I mean, I like a play action deep ball here.
Hopkins got one-on-one coverage deep. He's going to let it rip, and it is picked off. That is not what you're looking for, and that just could put the game out of reach here.
Yeah, and it's actually the timing on that aggressive catch looks like a little bit late. And it allowed the corner to really go up and high point that football.
Yep, A.J. Bouye there. I mean, it's just tough. You got Bouye, and then you got Ramsey opposite of him. You get the 2 6'4" safeties back there. You got Myrick in the slot, who's 96 speed. This Jacksonville secondary is just scary.
Yeah, they're honestly really, that's the thing with Jacksonville is they don't get crazy pressure up the middle. They do get, obviously, I would say better than average. But the key is that they get so many coverage opportunities, or so many sack opportunities, from the coverage, because they just don't give up any free looks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Jacksonville coming out throwing. They're going to find the tight end, Santiago. He's going to get the first down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see them throwing, especially this deep in their own territory. But, again, you talked about it earlier. You're up 20 points. You can probably – at the same time, as we said, the play calling can be a little bit conservative. You also can afford to be a little bit riskier.
Oh, yeah. All right, we got a fullback dive. It looks like the fullback has a nice little skunk hair / ponytail hanging out the back. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, that's the style these days in the XCFL because we've seen about 47 punters with that.
That is the rookie fullback, Jimmy Brackens, who was literally signed just before the game.
I think I'm going to go give Jared Goff one of those haircuts.
Fournette in the backfield. He's got his skunk fullback in front of him, and he's going to bust it up the middle for a gain of what seems to be 2 yards. The fullback actually completely missed all his blocks there.
His hair got in his eyes.
Yes, that is not what you're looking for really signed skunk fullback.
Yeah, no, he literally just pretty much was completely ineffective on that.
Yeah, all right, here we go. Same formation. Fournette in the backfield, 2 receivers. Dobbs going to drop back and throw on 3rd and 6. He's going to let it rip. Uh-oh. Oh, it is. Look for Robinson there, but it's batted away, and now we're going to see Jacksonville punt the football. Very questionable play calling there by Jacksonville, coming out with a couple quick passes. When you have Leonard Fournette, keep the football on the ground.
Absolutely. The other thing is that, those deep balls, we see those 50-50 balls taken a lot in this league. Sometimes they work out, but a lot, I would say 7 or 8 times out of 10, you see it batted up in the air for a potential interception.
Yes, sir. Okay, we got a punt. It's going to be Trey McBride, the little speedy, shifty receiver, and he is absolutely hammered by Myrick for a gain of nothing. So 25-yard line, 1st and 10. You're down 20 points still. Just the start of the 4th quarter. You got to score here. It's go time.
Yeah, there's no, obviously 3 points does you nothing. So we're at this point in 4-down territory the entire rest of the game for the Houston Texans, which is fine because I think, 8 minutes on the clock is still plenty of time to score 3 times.
Yep. Oh, and that's Fails just overthrowing his man, Chance Sanders. He had a nice move on that C route there to get him outside.
Yeah, so obviously wide open, just unfortunately missed. That's nothing that the trigger man can do. That's all on the accuracy of Fails.
Yep. All right.
And that is why he was signed to a minimum deal.
Quick slant there. Fails is going to complete his pass to to Will Fuller there. And he's going to have a 3rd and 2.
He does redeem himself. And again, we're in 4-down territory, so you can be a little risky here on the play calling. You're going to get another shot.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking a shot here. It's 4th down territory the rest of the game. Jacksonville kind of stacks the box here. But we got 5 wide. Fails, drops back. He's going to find his man. It's going to be that rookie out of South Dakota, Mr. Dunn. I do want to point out, Coach Boone was very high on Douglas Dunn. The Packers actually drafted him, I think, in the 3rd round, and I'm still not sure why Boone is so high on this guy. 85 speed, 83 acceleration. He's not very good, and he went to South Dakota.
I believe he's the lowest rated starting player in the XCFL, actually.
Yes. Yep. Well, he's probably better than Will Fuller after that poor effort on that screen pass. But Douglas Dunn, Coach Boone for the Houston Texans told me Douglas Dunn will be up for best wide receiver in the AFC this year. So all you AFC teams, step your game up, because if this 67 overall wide receiver wins best receiver, we're booting the whole AFC conference.
I also believe that if he stays on this pace, he'll have 16 catches this year.
Huge year for a rookie out of South Dakota. All right, here we go. Fail's going to drop back. He has pressure all over him. It is Ngukwa again with his 2nd sack of the game.
So I don't speak Swahili. I don't know exactly what you said right there. But that was a phenomenal play, obviously, open field tackle on Fails, who's not mobile, but he's not exactly slow either.
All right, 3rd and 22 here. I don't even know if Fails can throw the ball 22 yards. But we're going to see what he can do here. 4 receivers. Fedorowicz lined up at the tight end. He's going to let it rip to Fedorowicz. It is picked off. Is that Casey Boyce again? It is. Is that Casey Boyce or Josh Jones? I can't tell. But he's going to take it down to the 39-yard line, and that is his 3rd interception of the game. I think that's the Texans' 6th interception they throw. 5th, 6th?
Yeah, not good. That's Boyce has 3 picks on the game, which is probably as many as he had through the first half of last season.
Yes.
The Texans are pretty much just giving him the ball.
Yeah, that is not good. Well, now you got another QB controversy. Both quarterbacks were equally as bad.
Yeah, and I realized as we're going through this game that the Texans threw 13 interceptions all of last year. We're already halfway to that number in week one. So maybe I was actually just a foreshadow there that I was seeing that we were going to have 35 interceptions this year.
Fournette bust through for a huge gain down to the Houston Texans 14-yard line. A couple nice little stutter steps, broken tackles, a little bit of everything from Fournette.
The interesting thing is that he trucked the phantom defender there, too. So he decided to just kind of lay him out. I mean, he hit him so hard that he literally disintegrated.
It looks like we're going to have a holding play there. Yep, the tight end Kroom with the hold, bringing it back to the 24-yard line. Yeah, 1st and 20.
Yeah, that was a pretty blatant hold, actually. It was away from the ball as well. So not a real smart play by the tight end.
No, not at all. So 2nd and 9, 4:45 to go. Ball on the 13-yard line. Got a tight end. Hearns lines up real close to the formation to the right, and it is going to be Fournette again. He's stopped for a gain of 1 yard on the play. 24 carries. We were right. A heavy dose of Fournette.
Yeah, and obviously, I guess my thing is, why didn't we see a heavy dose the first time around? Because at this point, you probably would be down to 2.5, 3 minutes left in the game and still up 20.
I just want to point out my prediction still has a chance. I said 34-28 Jacksonville. So if Boone can put together a couple 2 touchdowns here, I think I win a free car.
Well, I think the only way that Boone's going to get 2 touchdowns is if his defense scores them.
Yeah. Oh, it's a draw play. Dobbs is absolutely hammered, though, by Barry, last year's 1st-round pick by the Houston Texans. 2nd-round pick.
Yeah, Dobbs just got pretty much lit the hell up on that one.
I think
that's interesting.
He saw a little daylight, but
he did. But I don't know why you call that. Obviously, I know that Dobbs can move, but ultimately, he has the ability to fumble the ball there and kind of make this a game again.
Yes. Oh, yeah. But now 37-14, game's out of reach, even for Coach Boone in this powerful offense. It's really weird, though, because all throughout his XFL career, Boone has been very good at taking care of the football. It looks like we're going to see oh, no, we have a 3rd quarterback coming in, the other rookie on the team. It is going to be Cole Knott coming into the game here. It can only go up from here.
As in Cole not going to score a touchdown.
Yeah, 84 throw power, 86 speed, 21 years old, 6'2", 224 out of Connecticut. Connecticut is a basketball school. We have a run. I think Boone's just going to run out the clock, not let anybody get it. No, Boone will never run the clock.
Yeah, let's be honest. Come on.
Let's see what we get out of Cole Knott. He might earn himself a starting job.
Or not.
Or not. We're trying to get a little background info on Knott, but
there is none. So
he was
we're
taking
pulling up his Instagram.
He was taking. Oh, look at him! He's got some wheels, and he's got a 1st down to the 38. Knott was drafted in the 4th round, the 16th overall pick this year. So the Texans went out and snagged 2 quarterbacks, and so far it looks like Knott is the better one.
Yeah, he may be the white Deshaun Watson, but far, far worse.
Yes. Let's see what he's got. He has yet to throw the football. And here's will be his first. He's got the out route. Oh boy, not good. But 2nd and 10.
The puns just keep coming.
Yes. 2nd. Oh, not good. Wow, didn't even mean to do that. Here we go. Alrighty, we got 4 receivers on the field. Fedorowicz at the tight end spot. And a couple checks at the line for the rookie quarterback. Snap it. He's going to look deep here. And he is going to – oh, he had a man. Nice little throw there, but they just dropped by big 81.
Yeah, and, the thing is you have – that's actually a good cover 2 beater there. But it's not good against cover 3 because obviously, you got those safeties just sitting back there ready to pounce.
Yep. Douglas Dunn with his first career XFL drop there. Moving on. 4 receivers, same formation. Fedorowicz at the tight end spot. Hopkins, Sanders, Dunn, and Fuller, your receivers. Uh-oh. And Knott is sacked for a huge loss by Jalen Reeves-Maben. This Jacksonville defense is just not letting up.
Yeah, and that is, again, that's a coverage sack. There's nothing downfield. He basically looks like he audibled into just straight go routes there. Nothing open.
4th and 22. 2:04. We're going to get down to the 2-minute warning. Very impressive performance by this Jacksonville defense and Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, they kind of made a statement here. Obviously we can give Boone, we can kind of rib him for throwing a bunch of interceptions today, but ultimately that Jacksonville defense doesn't make it any easier. If you make a poor read, you're going to pay for it against this team. Yes.
Not going to let it rip. And it is picked off. He just had to throw that one up. It is Jalen Ramsey who is he can take it to the house. Oh, not. You got to play in you. Oh, big juke. And he's juked out of his shoes. Jalen Ramsey to the house. Ice on the wounds there. Or
Did you see? Yeah, what the hell is ice in the wounds?
Ice in the veins.
Did you see, though, the block shed ability by Knott? I mean,
he's in the wrong position.
He may actually be converted to linebacker.
The 86 speed, he's faster than the Dolphin safety. Oh, just kidding, Fab. All righty, we got to kick off.
This has turned into an absolute crap show in the booth.
We'll get to see this Houston Texans offense again, and whoever's coming out back. My big question is moving forward for Houston. You take a loss here, you take one on the chin. Do you go back to Fowler? Are you looking at? I mean, what's the plan moving forward?
I mean, I go back to Fowler because no offense to, Boone, but they're just bad reads. They're not inaccurate throws. To me, you don't bench your best overall threat because you have to play the starter that gives you the best chance to win. And I think we've seen that's probably Fowler.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there. You got him out early. Hopefully he keeps the confidence up, has a good week of practice, and can come back and help this football team out.
And let's not devalue the XP that he'll get from this too. I mean, you have to play him so that he's able to build up those stats and, deliver accurate throws downfield.
This could be the worst rookie debut I've seen since Nathan Peterman for the Buffalo Bills. Fuller makes a play, and he is going to get absolutely hit-sticked, and the Jacksonville defense, Sergio O'Neal, will come up with the football, and I think we're going to see a couple runs and this ball game is over.
Yeah, Fuller might be dead, actually, after that. Yeah.
It is worth noting, 3rd game with a rookie quarterback starting this year, and they have all 3 thrown 3 interceptions. It's supposed to be the year of the quarterback, but I'm not seeing it. Yet. All righty. 1 minute.
That's pretty much going to do it. So, Nick, I got a question for you now.
Yes, sir.
Is this Jacksonville team that good, or is it just a poor showing on Houston that obviously, allowed that lead to escape them?
Jacksonville played their football game. They don't have the explosive passing offense that a lot of these XFL teams do. They play defense and they play smash mouth football on offense. And if you let them control the game and dictate the tempo, they are going to do exactly what they did to you today, force you to be in comeback mode, and they're going to pick the ball up. They're going to make plays. They're going to get the pass rush going on you. It's a dangerous football team, but I do want to see when you force Josh Dobbs to come back, make a couple throws. Can he do it? Can he put points on the board, or does he have to rely on this run game and this defense?
Yeah, I mean, Josh Dobbs, I'll tell you what, he impressed me though. Not that he ever was really in a position today where he had to make throws or had to lead them back after a poor decision and an interception like Hudson Fowler did. But he delivered a lot of accurate throws down the field. I know 60% is not great, but that 80% in the first half, he looked really good.
Yeah, Dobbs did what he had to do, 9 for 15 for 164 yards, only 1 turnover. I mean, when you have a guy like Fournette that's going to carry the ball 24 times for you, you don't have to do too much. You just really have to take care of the football and let the big boy work.
Yeah, I mean, what he did. Fournette had 24 carries with an average of 5.9, almost 6 yards a carry, which is a little bit lower than like some of the MVP caliber seasons that we've seen from a Devontae Freeman, for example. But that's a hard number or a hard a stat to overcome if you're a defense.
Oh, yeah. So if we look forward for both teams, the Texans are going to travel to New Orleans next week and take on their old quarterback, Deshaun Watson. Hopefully one of these quarterbacks steps up and makes Boone not feel bad for trading Watson. And then if you look, Jacksonville has a rematch. They're bringing the Super Bowl champion Tennessee Titans to the house. That'll be a game to watch because that'll really dictate how this division race is going to go.
It's also two incredibly stout defenses.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. It'll be a nice week 2 action. But, I mean, what a game. Kicking off XFL game day. Any final thoughts on this football game?
Final thoughts, I'll give you one for each team. Jacksonville defense looked absolutely amazing. Obviously putting them into the right situations to make plays. I think that's half the battle. And then on the other side of the ball, the Texans moved the ball very well. It's just the turnovers. You have to limit the turnovers. He's going to know that, obviously, coming out of this game. So he'll probably get that corrected, or at least hopefully, and be able to kind of turn the ship around.
Yes, that Jacksonville defense is definitely a force to be reckoned with. My big question will be this Houston Texans. What do they do at the quarterback position? Can the rookie respond? Do they go back to fails? Who knows? We'll get some interviews with Coach Boone on the Hitstick podcast. But everybody, for my co-host Justin Holland, I'm Nick Larson. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are out of here.